Hey there, YouTube. Today, we're going to talk about the Shadow Systems DR920P, which is not a very cool name, frankly, but it is a gun. So, what the hell is this thing? This is a Glock clone from Shadow Systems that has, well, I think it's what do we call it? It's the big girl. It has all of the things. It has the big feature sets, the full size gun. We've got a big fat compensator on here. I think that what I hear from people, what I hear, you know, I don't really know, but what I hear is that people like about the Shadow Systems, in particular, the mounting system for the optic. I'm told it's like you're not going to get this thing to come off here. The optic sits down really low, which is to me not that's not a huge deal to me, but having it be very secure and not come off, there's like this spacer piece here in the back, right behind the optic. Maybe you can see that. I can't really, can you? But right in here, that little spacer apparently is part of the magic that's going to keep this optic in place. And I've heard this from all of the nerdy people that they love the optic mounting system on the Shadow Systems guns. I think they patented it so no one else can copy it, which that seems like the smart thing to do. And then the other thing that people like is, as you can see here, this is not a Glock angle. This is the 1911 grip angle, which if you're one of those guys that matters to you, and there's quite a few of you out there, this gun might be interesting to you. So this one, as it sits, is factory with a couple of exceptions. First, you can see a little bit of Talon grip has been applied, which if you watch the channel, you know I quite like the Talon grip. I think it is super duper. Probably the best $20 you can spend on your pistol, if you're into that sort of thing, of course. And the trigger, it's what the hell? This particular example has a Glock performance trigger with the Johnny Glock shoe, I think. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, apart from that, this gun as it sits is factory. So I didn't shoot it a whole lot, 250 rounds, maybe 300 rounds. And what do I have to say about it? Well, shooting it side by side with a similarly equipped Glock. So I think I shot it with side by side with a Glock 45 with a Radian ramjet on it, which is a little bouncier than like the 47 with the ramjet on it, just a little bit, you know. This shoots very similar to I would say to a 47 with the ramjet on it. Oh, I mean, initially shooting this gun, I was just like, fuck me, I think it might be overcomped. You know what I mean? We might be overcompensating for something. Because I was like, shit, is this like actually pushing the gun down? No, it doesn't. It was just me. I was overcompensating, really, not the gun. But yeah, so what do I have to say about it? It's like, it appears to be basically the same sort of shooting dynamics as a gun like that. Now, as far as the long term, like the reliability, the actual quality of the pistol, I don't really know about that. Now, if you ask me years ago, I mean, it's because I see people with different guns, right? Somebody having a Shadow Systems gun, it was typically not a good thing. I've heard the quality's gotten better since then. This one I didn't have any problems with. I think I'm going to maybe shoot it some more and see if there's any issues. I suspect there will not be. But yeah, I mean, my first impression of it is it's like out of the box, it is that thing. It's like it's a comped Glock with the, you know, the slide looks, I suppose if you're into that sort of thing, again, the slide looks kind of cool if you like that. And I have a pretty high degree of confidence that this optic is not going to come off here or come loose or anything like that. So what does it come down to then? Like, I mean, would you want this? Like, well, I don't really know. I don't know. Like, to me, if I want a Glock, I just buy a Glock. But other people think differently. They don't like the grip angle. And this to me seems like something to consider. Now, I'm not, again, if you guys follow the channel, I'm not a huge like price guy. Like a few $100s one way or the other. I mean, to get exactly the gun I want for a gun like this, that to me, it's not a huge deal. What is this? DR920P. Let's see how much this thing is. I don't think it's very expensive. I don't think it's a ton of money for what it is. Price. Let's see the price. Oh no, it's blocking me from the things. There it is. Okay, so it's on Cabela's right now for $1,100. You can probably get it cheaper. I'm just guessing you can get a little bit cheaper than that. But to me, it's like, I mean, if I buy a Glock 47 and put the ramjet on it, I mean, it's pretty similar in terms of price. So I guess what this would come down to is like, do you trust this thing to be as good as the genuine article, the Glock itself? Which maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you want this grip angle? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Might be nice. And then the optic mounting system, I think you'd have a hard time arguing that this is not a good way to go, because, well, I mean, the MOS plates from Glock are they're completely fucked. You're gonna have to. I mean, that's not. I don't think anybody thinks that's the solution. I use a plate, just not from Glock, and as long as I had some problems with the CH stuff, as many people did, but apart from that, I mean, like, the newer plates, like the stuff from Arise, I think is quite good. I'm happy with that, but this, I mean, first impression, again, I didn't shoot it a whole lot. It seems like a very, like an interesting option if you're interested in that kind of thing. And it's the same, I mean, it's pretty similar money to, like the comped thing from Walther. Like, that's pretty interesting. Maybe that one's a little bit cheaper, but not mine. I mean, it's like, it's not an absurd price for those of you that care for what it is. So yeah, there you go. Shadow Systems, really awesome name, guys. DR920P. They should come up with a cooler name, like the Shadow Systems Deathstalker or something like that. That'd be cool. All right, so there it is, guys. First impressions of that gun. If you have questions about it, I'm sure you'll put them down below, and we'll go through them and see what you guys think about it.